Hello, my name is Heather, and I'm a social worker and counseling therapist at Joyful Living Counseling and Consulting. I'm showing up today to share about my new workbook available for purchase and download. If you're a social worker or a helping professional who wants to deepen their reflective practice, then this is for you. So, my trauma informed social work identity workbook is a self directed workbook for practitioners to explore what it means to be a trauma informed social worker or helper. This workbook was developed as part of a graduate course focused on trauma-informed social work practice. What I felt drawn towards was creating something meaningful, reflecting on my lived experiences and how those shape the social worker that I am and growing into. While these reflections have been done throughout my education, I wanted to add a layer of what being a trauma-informed social worker meant to me through creative and integrative means, while simultaneously demonstrating my increased knowledge on trauma-informed care. The idea of a workbook was cultivated with visions of integrating research on trauma-informed social work, personal, professional, and political influences, and a tangible item that can be used time and time again. Creativity is a significant part of who I am. There is everything in front of me, and from pastels to chalk to journals to scrapbooking things on my desk right now. And paired with that, with expressive arts learning, I believe this therapy could support practitioners to also deepen their reflections in alternative forms of expression. So the workbook is separated into themes corresponding to SAMHSA's guiding principles of trauma-informed practice with supplemental influences in trauma work. So each theme includes evidence-based literature on the topic and the relevance to trauma, reflection questions to relate the theme to personal and professional practices, and an expressive arts activity to provide an alternative learning and integration experience. SAMHSA's guiding principles help practitioners in health sectors to effectively support an individual's capacity to cope with trauma by developing a shared understanding within their system and simultaneously increasing how systems talk to each other about trauma. This workbook proposes that as trauma-informed practitioners, we should clearly define what each principle means to us. The workbook is asking social workers to articulate their stance within trauma-informed care, appreciating what each theme means to them, therefore authentically showing up for clients with a strong foundation of trauma-informed care. So starting with safety, here's an example of what the first section would look like in the workbook. Readers will begin by connecting to the research on the topic, and then they would head into a series of reflective questions to personalize their understanding of the topic. So in this example, safety, questions like, what do the terms safety and safe mean to you, help stimulate a deeper thought process on these trauma-informed practice principles. My reflective answer to this question is, numerous clients over the years have shared how the terms safe and safety bring up challenging emotions and struggles, with some saying they couldn't identify that feeling in their bodies. This can allow space to change the terminology to words like okay for the time being or feeling okay. This prompted me to think about the terms critically for myself. So safety becomes the world around me, and safe becomes a feeling and sensation I experience internally. So I might feel safe during a crisis at work because I approached it from a grounded and prepared place, or I might feel unsafe or unsettled within my home due to stress and dysregulation for whatever factors might be there. I find the terms are case dependent and require a consistent assessment and reflection. From there, readers are invited to participate in an expressive arts activity to process their learning and personal development in a different way. In this example, there is a prompt asking readers to use mark making, shapes, and colors to visually represent what safety feels like in their bodies. The workbook continues in this fashion for the remaining 5 themes. I have plans to add additional themes in the future and will announce those once they are available. The next themes include social justice, spirituality, resilience and post-traumatic growth, creating a trauma-informed organization, and commitments to practice. So if you are interested in purchasing and downloading your PDF copy, please visit my website and shop away. A portion of the proceeds will go towards purchasing expressive arts therapy supplies for my upcoming clinical field placement working with students. Thank you so much for tuning in.